Salamat Pagi from Lake Toba. It's the final day of racing, and we're just 2 motos away, you guys, from crowning the Endurance Champions of 2025 right here at the UIM ABP Endurance World Championship. I'm Dawn Dawson, and my co-commentator Daniel Anderson and I could not ask for a more iconic setting than Lake Toba. This region is rich with Batak culture, surrounded by lush cliffs and steeped in volcanic history, and for the third year running, it is also the site of some of the most demanding racing around the world. We are rolling into moto number 5, and this morning's moto is where the riders either hold their ground or throw everything they've got to climb back into this contention. With only one moto left after this, every pause, every line choice, and every risk is going to carry some weight. Daniel and I have been watching the pace build with each moto, and now, well, the pressure truly is on. Welcome to crunch time here at Lake Toba as we get ready to go. We're right perched around Balagay, Indonesia. You can see some of the incredible backdrops here of the lakes, and of course, the riders are dropping in to the water and getting ready to go. Just catching up here briefly with Daniel. I know you're just landed here in Indonesia. How you feeling this morning?
Hey, Dawn. Feeling great.
No.
Today we got, well, it's a little bit skies outside, but we got each other.
We got each other.
And we got racing.
I love racing. Racing is the best ever, and it definitely is a highlight here. We're walking down the pontoons right now. You're getting an opportunity to watch the riders as they get ready for the parade lap. And we are getting ready to show you some incredible beauty around this area. Welcome to Balagay. Here you find history at every level, ancient, recent, and new. Fields step up the hills like giant green stairs, growing the rare Andaliman pepper. The name Toba comes from an ancient legend, a story of love, a broken promise, and a great flood. Balagay is a hidden gem in Lake Toba's crown. Lush hills and quiet beaches allow tourists to appreciate the beauty of Toba. In the heart of Balagay is its cultural anchor, the TB Silalahi Center. Here within the Huta Butak, the stories of a civilization that stood strong against invaders. It is the story that shaped Indonesia. Dozens of waterfalls feed the lake. Some are hidden in valleys. Others roar down the cliffs in plain sight. But when we gather here, it's clear that we're joining a place that is always in motion. And as you can see, we are based in one of the more beautiful areas of Balagay, right out over the bay. And this is where the racing action is going to unfold in just a few minutes. Daniel, you've had a chance to race in these waters. Give me a bit of sense of what it's like out here in Lake Toba.
Well, don't let the conditions right now fool you, because it looks flat. It is flat. But as soon as the riders touch the water, it's going to get real messy and choppy up in here, which was it was not predicted when we started racing here the first time, which was in 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my first time here. I think Formula One boats were here before us.
Yeah.
No, 2023 was a fun race. It was a lot of choppy waters. It's not big waves, but just the mess. And that's really exhausting to drive in. Yeah.
Sort of that feeling of a washing machine, right? So it's very unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Just throwing you around.
That's the truth. All right, you guys, here's what's going to be happening, if you will, your calendar of events today. First thing we're going to be doing is we're going to get the riders out on a parade lap. They're going to be doing a Parade of Nations. We'll walk you through that. Getting a chance to see the crowds already lining up against the shore. Huge crowds expected through today, the rest of this weekend. Then the next thing that they'll be doing is, as soon as they get the flags dropped off, they get ready to rumble. Going to get a regatta start. Have you done one of those?
Regatta starts?
Yeah, I did a regatta. Have you, where you circle, then you sort of have to predict the start?
Well, that is called a flying start, my dear.
That's a flying or a running start, except they circle. Well, we call it, they have the official title, apparently, is regatta. Sorry, I got all formal on you.
They got the sailing boat name, which is way more fancier than our stuff. No, the flying start is a little bit different, but it's kind of the same. You have to be in the moment. If you're turning around and everybody's going, it's sorry for you, man. So, no, you have to be there and be there.
That's too funny. All right, you guys, on that note, we'll be right back after this.
This August, the world's fastest riders dive into a brand new season. Welcome to Lake Toba, Indonesia. There it is, green flag, the race is on.
Wow, good start for Yas.
Another excellent start from Kasha, with Nino Araujo again close behind.
That is going to have an impact, and Quint Bosch is going to push Morgan Ferret out.
Skill spread his way to a much-deserved win, but whoa, a massive collision.
Wow, nice.
Spectacular racing, breathtaking scenery, heart-pounding action.
Final couple of turns. Checkered flag comes out. Incredible finish.
What a great shot.
2025 Aquabike World Championship, the Grand Prix of Indonesia, August 13 to August 17.
Hey guys, welcome back. You're watching the UIM ABP Endurance Grand Prix of Indonesia here in Lake Toba. I'm joined along with Daniel Anderson, and let's do a recap, Daniel, of last moto. That was moto number 4. This brought a ton of drama early and kept it all the way to the flag. Lino Araujo rocketed out of the start with a whole shot. Egiz Ratag, the Indonesian phenom, held that second place spot for the entirety of the race, but the real fireworks kicked off around lap number 5 between Bailey Cunningham, Adrian Herreras Fernandez, who battled fiercely with Adrian, slamming the door over and over while Bailey was trying to get around him. It was hilarious to watch Bailey regroup, relentlessly retaking that spot in lap number 6, only for Adrian to strike back in lap 7. It was a pinball machine out there. In lap number 10, Bailey muscled through again with Anthony Raditek following in his wake to slip past Adrian. The chase didn't end there, though. Jay Finlayson reeled Adrian in by lap 12 and made his move, pushing Adrian further back down the order before Adrian's race came to an abrupt and ugly end with a mechanical issue in lap 15. Up front, Anthony was playing the long game, a sleeper agent, if you will, quietly closing on Bailey's third-place run, but in the end, Bailey held his ground, defending hard to lock down the final podium spot. Lino's pace earned him the fastest lap of the race at a 1:26.369, with Egiz taking the second best at a 1:27.456. The results for Moto 4, Lino Araujo, Egiz Ratag, Bailey Cunningham, Anthony Raditek, and Jay Finlayson. Now let's take a look at the overall points before we get rolling and underway in Moto number 5. Egiz Ratag is now at the top of this list with 91 points. Lino Araujo now only 1 point behind him in that second place spot. Jay Finlayson, the newcomer out of the U.S., has got 70 points for third. Bailey Cunningham running with 66 points in fourth. Kylie Elmers is in fifth with 62 points. Anthony Raditek is in sixth with 60. Scott Phillips is in seventh place with 50 points. Great racing from him the last couple of days. And Kanina Ramadina, the former lawyer, now she's part of the sports authority for Indonesia. She is in eighth with she has 43 points, and Georgi Kasha, who unfortunately was not going to be back out on the water after an explosion underneath the hood yesterday. Georgi Kasha is in ninth, Fikri Rajab in 10th. That's going to move Mikhail Wimley up automatically into that 10th place spot, I think, after this moto. Daniel, we're now caught up to date, and we're getting ready for the parade lap. You've done this once or twice.
Yeah, did you just say explosion?
Oh, well, he was smoking. That engine was smoking yesterday. That's how bad it was. He literally, so I think DDR had been helping him a little bit as well. That engine was flying. He had the fastest lap time of all of the motos with the 1:17 and some change, but about midway through Moto 3, boom.
That was open fire, actually.
Well, it wasn't fire, but it was a lot of smoke, and it wasn't the pretty colored smoke.
You don't want that.
Yeah, smoke's not good. All right, here's your lineup, guys. As you take a quick look at that entry list as we go through. We started this with 22 riders. Isahai also is not going to be able to make it to the lineup, but he's still on our entry list. Rasmus Koch Hansen out of Denmark, also with some engine problems. I think he's going to save that energy as Georgi Kasha is catching up with him yesterday. He's like, I'm just not even going to try to rebuild this engine. I'm just going to save it for a closed course. So we'll see those guys this weekend. There's Lino Araujo, your Portuguese rider. And he is poised. And, man, I've talked about this all week. You have worked and have been a mechanic for quite a few years. But I loved how he described it. He said, we're not going to chase the points. We're going to let the race come to us. That was what his mechanic was saying. And I just thought, man, that strategy is power.
Well, it is endurance. So
Right, you gotta
in
do
the
it.
end, the guys who finish all the motos gets a big advantage if you're going to have a really fast ski for 3 motos and not 6.
It looks cool, but
It sounds cool.
right? Sounds cool.
And explosions are cool too, but they don't give you a lot of points.
That's a sad truth. All right, endurance moto number 5. You're here in Balagay, Indonesia, and we're underway. 12 nations represented as we go into the final 2 motos. And I think the other thing that's notable is the fact that these guys have so many Indonesian riders who had to qualify to get to this event. 10 riders
No,
represented.
it's really cool to see that many Indonesian local riders actually participating. Do we know if anybody is actually from Lake Toba? Any local riders?
No, but I've got a little bit of cool feedback. The very first win that Eges Ratag has ever had was in Balagay.
That's
so this
cool.
is sort of home water for him.
Oh, sure it is.
Right? You know that feeling.
Yeah, no, there's nothing better than winning in home grounds.
Yeah, I think that makes it even more. Here's another cool thing that if this happens, if he's able to hold on to this lead, Eges will be the youngest person to take a world championship here in Lake Toba. He will also be the first Indonesian to take a world championship in endurance.
My man.
He's going to be our man, yeah. I definitely think he is going to be the crowd favorite.
Yeah, definitely. He speaks the language. He's got a big advantage there.
He does.
How much Indonesian you got?
Wow, that was a lot of pressure, and I folded. I folded instantly.
I heard your intro. There was something there.
I get 1 or 2 words. I can count to 3. Does that count?
That counts.
Are you ready? Yeah, let's save that. That's just embarrassing. Oh my God, how's your Indonesian? Wretched. That's how it is. All right, you guys, as you see, you're getting a chance here to take a look at this course. I loved how Daniel fed the information of the deceptiveness of this lake. I mean, it looks so flat. We were talking about that even yesterday. Like, oh, look how flat it is. And Daniel's like, not so much, darling.
Yeah, it was just a war zone, you know.
It is a
Looks so nice, and you get in there, and it's like, ah.
Yeah, looks so nice, but we lie. We
It's
lie
a
to
lie.
you. This is the starting portion right here, that double that you're looking at. I feel like I'm at In-N-Out Burger, the double-double.
Oh,
But
don't say it, Dawn.
have you eaten breakfast?
Oh, my God.
Sorry, but I didn't mean to do that
No,
to you.
yeah, not just breakfast, but as in and out. It's not available in the rest of the world.
Yeah, if you talk to your friends, we could probably bring some stuff to you.
I need it.
All right, this is the front stretch you're taking a look at right here as the Parade of Nations continues throughout the track, and our fans lining up early as we get underway. And as I mentioned earlier, kind of the teaser, the reason is, again, we have some phenomenal Indonesian riders represented here, to include Kanina Ramadina, who has put the pressure on the boys. She's been jumping into that top 10 spot right now. She's in 8th overall. And Kanina is going to be one to be a contender for sure. A little bit of cool story. Yoko Sozi, one of the other Indonesian riders, we got a chance to get a little inside Aquabike romance. And
No way.
Yeah. And it started in Indonesia last year here. She was racing a Diary Cup with Yoko, and he beat her. Oh, it's such a cool story. And she was really sad. She got off the boat, super sad. And he came over and was giving her a hug and comforting her. And
No.
Yeah. And it
Is
turned
this turning
into
into like a
dating-
reality show all of a sudden?
I don't know, maybe. Bailey Cunningham out of Australia.
Shout out to Bailey.
I know, he did
Such
really
a cool
good.
guy.
Oh, he's awesome. He's really awesome.
You know, all cool people have been to Sweden and Norway doing the Nordic Championship.
I'm
and
just
he's
saying.
one of them.
He is.
You're also one of them.
I love the Nordic Championship. You guys are something else. All right, Eges Ratag, there is the Indonesian phenom. His nickname, by the way, is Brilliant.
That's a brilliant nickname.
It's brilliant. His performance has been...
Brilliant.
God, you're so
I
clever.
was a little bit slow there.
No, you weren't. You haven't had a lot of sleep. I'm impressed with you. All right, here's the rear view mirror view. Boat number 82, that's Scott Phillips out of Australia.
And OC.
Yes, these guys are fast, man. Scott he has barely any sponsors on the side of the boat. So if you weren't paying attention, you'd think, this guy isn't all that quick, maybe. Wrong go. He has been quite fast. Watching him and Kylie Elmers battle it out for 4th and 5th was a riot the last 2 motos. And, of course, Kylie is such a character. So
She's some work.
she is
Shout out to the only Kiwi in here, no?
yeah, right?
Yeah.
She always corrects me because she a lot of times will ride with a Australian flag. So I'll say she's Australian, and she's very quick to
Yeah.
Yeah, same with you. Like, I'll say you're Norwegian and then Swedish and then Norwegian. But it's only fair because you've been back and forth enough to truly have two dual,
Oh, yeah.
dual citizenship. All right, we're going to complete this parade lap, bring it back in, and that means we're only a few minutes away from our start. It's going to be pretty wild.
It's going to be wild.
How nervous do you think they are? Last
I
two
mean,
motos.
we're really closing in. They only got 1 or 2 motos left now, so it's really getting to close in on the final moto here. So they just have to stick with their plan, I guess, and do as best they can. They can't do anything else, Don.
I know.
They just can't do what they can.
Talking about that, they actually had their boats taken away from them every night.
Well, that was not very nice.
Well, but it is the rules. So what we do is the top 5 will go to tech. As soon as they get out of tech, they take all of the boats back into impound. They're not allowed to touch the boats prior to 90 minutes to the race start time. So then they get the boats back out. They do a quick test. Any big modifications to those boats are going to be a time or point reduction. So, yeah.
They don't want people putting in twin turbos overnight.
Yeah, no fakery going on. No plane engines. All right, this is where it gets real. The riders dropping off their flags, taking a little stretch. That's Jay Finlinson you're looking at up the screen. Rider out of the USA, hails from Indiana. He's quite the little golfer, but I guess his brother is even more so.
Did you say golf?
Yeah, he loves to golf.
Don't mention golf, Don.
What?
We're doing motorsports here.
But
Doing real
I think it's important.
doing real men stuff, and then you're talking about golf?
Golf is men's stuff. Wait a minute, I'm so confused.
Golf? What are we talking
Does it have
about
a
here?
motor? It has to have a motor? Is that-
Yeah.
Okay, I got you, man. I feel you. Motorized golf. So
Yeah.
that we could race
That
the
we could
cards.
do. Yeah, the cards between the holes.
I feel like you and I are onto something here.
This is a new concept.
It is, and I think it's a good one. That's boat number 18 that we're getting a quick look at. Oh, Matteo Wimley. Guy's a rocket ship. Matteo up there in the points. He's back in 11th right now. He's going to move up automatically to 10th after this moto since Georgi Kasha's dropping out. Man,
Oh,
what a
yeah.
heartbreak. That's a
Now,
bummer.
he's fast wherever he's doing. Like, normally he's not the endurance rider, but he will still do it, He will still drop in, he will do it, and he's been really fast on endurance when he's ever been participating. And but Kasha is Kasha, and he's got a fast boat, and fast boats, they blow up.
He does. There's a double deuce.
Hey, shout out to my man.
Anthony Ratatek in the house. Just got a new title this year.
Can we just call out the elephant in the room?
Which one?
He's the only rider that he can't use his legs to ride.
Yeah, he's disabled. He actually got a cool title, UIM. He's the ambassador now for diversity and inclusion.
I think
perfect.
he gives a very good point in diversion inclusivity. Like, how the hell are you going to stay on top of this ski? It has, I don't know how many horsepower it has, but it comes out of the shop with 300, and it's definitely not got 300 on it.
Nah, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a massive beast.
He's former helicopter pilot. Actually, the crash in the helicopter pilot was what caused all the drama, but quite the warrior on and off the water. And to Daniel's point, I think what's the most inspiring about him is his attitude. Like, he's an amazing racer. No question, right? Just amazing close course and endurance racer. But to your point, he's one of the coolest guys back in the pits.
Yeah, he's not, he's not complaining and stuff. He's just, I'm just here to have a fun time, and I'm just here to do my work. It's just throwing. Let's throw it down, and let's have some good motos.
Throw it down. I like that. All right, the yellow flag is up. They wasted no time at all, guys. We've got 60 seconds till the start time. And we'll try to get you the call as the boats are taking off. Now, the way this regatta start is going to happen is these guys are going to idle to the left. So we're going to keep turning to the left. And the game plan, if it works, is you want to have that nose pointed towards those first big cans out on the water, which is going to be our whole shot opportunity. But the time is now counting down from that 1 minute, and it'll go from 1 minute to a green flag. And there's been a lot of different strategies on how to pull that off. Me, I would just be guessing, but I'm sure these guys are much smarter about how they're doing it. Stopwatches are included, and you can see they're starting to get a little antsy. And Ege started in the far left-hand side. That worked out very well for him yesterday. Lino Araujo was on the far right side trying to get the outside. And that converted into a hole shot for Lino Araujo for yesterday. They are off.
That was a cool start.
It is going to be Lino Araujo on the hole shot in second. The battle is unfolding. Looks like Bailey Cunningham is up in that mix along with Eges Ratag. Right now, though, the hole shot is unfolding with Portugal in the lead. And that is Lino Araujo with that lead position. And he's already opened up a little bit of distance between himself and that second-place rider. And again, Lino Araujo, 1 point back from the lead. He has been on... really just on fleek, if you will, for incredible racing. And as they come to the front stretch, it is going to be Lino Araujo with the hole shot. And then right behind him in that second place spot, the double nickel, that's Jay Finlayson, and Kylie Elmer's up in third. Eges Ratag is in fourth. Scott Phillips back in sixth. And the battle between Jay Finlayson and Kylie Elmer's, that is a hot second going on right there. Kylie Elmer's, beautiful run for her. And she is pushing. I couldn't believe Jay Finlayson. What's one of the best starts I've seen from Jay. He is one of the top racers out of the USA. Kylie Elmer's, as you know, a legend in racing, and she has been unstoppable this weekend. But this is one of her best starts of the week.
Oh,
Daniel?
definitely.
Wow.
We got Kylie on a third, charging through there. That was really fun. She didn't stop for nobody.
Yep, she's moved up. She's actually moved up into second. She got it.
Yeah, she got Finlayson.
Wow, that is so impressive. All right, the rundown again. Finlayson in third. Now we've got Eges Ratag. He's in a little bit of a pickle. He was only 1 point ahead of Lino Araujo. This moto is very critically important for Eges Ratag. He needs to move up in the pack if he can. Insane. All right, Lino Araujo with the lead. Kylie Elmers out of New Zealand in second. Jay Finlayson in third, and we're about to show some laps. Lino Araujo just dropped a 1:20.149.
Yeah, it seems like Lino is actually charging quite hard here.
Yeah, he looked amazing. 1:19.679 for Kylie Elmers. Jay Finlayson with a 1:24.894 in third. Eges Ratag with a 1:24.489 in fourth. Mikhail Wimley with a 1:25.997 in fifth. Scott Phillips with a 1:26.662 in sixth. Adrian Fernandez, unfortunately, looks like he's under penalty, but he had a 1:30.189. I am guessing if it was that early of a penalty, it might be premature acceleration.
Oh.
Yeah, they get a 30-second.
Yeah, that sucks.
It does suck, yeah.
We want no cheaters up in here.
Well, it's going to be kind of hard because we've got a pretty intense technical crew, so you're going to have a tough time. But that is part of what our course marshals do, and of course our race director, Marco Petrini, up in the tower, making sure that everything is going smoothly. Jay Finlayson and looks like Ratag. That is Eges Ratag battling now for third and fourth. What a cool morning here with Kylie Elmers out of New Zealand, the young lady that is not just good in a driver's seat, she's quite the mechanic as well. Jay Finlayson, a 1:24.894. Kylie Elmers has the fastest lap time on the track thus far with the 1:19.679.
Kind of badass.
She kind of is. Jay Finlayson out of Indiana. This is his very first stop here in the Aquabike Tour, and him and his dad have been doing videos daily. It's been very fun to catch up with these guys. He rides for Ignite Racing Fuel, and he actually partnered with his dad, and JBR, I believe, is the name of the company that they are partners. So he works with his father when he's not out on the course. And right behind him, the gentleman that is in this big battle for the points lead, that is our Indonesian, a.k.a. Brilliant is his name. But Eges Ratag, only 16, almost going to turn 17 years old. He's a student out of Jakarta, Indonesia. And Eges is on fire right now in a good way.
So you're telling me he's not allowed to drive a vehicle yet, but he's somehow driving like 400 horsepower skis on the water, winning.
Yes.
Or going for it. Well, going for the win.
That's like practicing for your driver's license. If you're not racing, you know.
He shows up to his exam, driving the exam, and he's like, I got this.
Yep. All except for parallel parking. You're watching Ege's Ratag, the gentleman in 4th place, currently your points leader. That last lap was a 1:2:3:4:01. Fastest time, however, on the last lap, still Kylie Elmers, a 1:2:1:4:28. Kylie has unleashed the beast in Moto 5. Like I said, she knows where she needs to be. Kylie Elmers currently in 5th. She's got to get some points. She's currently with 66 points. Jay Finlinson, who's right behind her, has 70, so this would be a big leap for her.
Yeah, this would be a fight for the podium then for her.
Yeah. Yep, she knows, right? Now you know.
It was funny a couple of laps ago. I saw Finlinson. He was throwing his head over his shoulder, taking a look backwards. We're not seeing that from Kylie. She's confident, looks like.
Yeah, she very rarely looks back, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Kylie Elmers is putting pressure on the race leader. This is Lino Araujo with the lead, and Kylie's like, boop, boop, knocking on the door. About 2 seconds off the pace. In fact, she's 2:7.52 seconds off Lino's pace, and she has worked that inside split very effectively. Last couple of motos right now, she's putting some pressure on Lino.
No, it was just she's been actually haunting him down out these last laps here. Really catching on.
Love seeing her getting around Lino, and Lino looked like that boat paused a moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. That almost looked like a lanyard pull. I don't think it was, but
He was just scared.
stuttered.
He was just scared Kylie got ahead of him.
No way. Can't scare me. All right, Kylie Elmers, your new leader. Boat number 13 out of New Zealand. She lives in Melbourne, Australia. So many good stories about Kylie Elmers, but one of them I always love to talk about is the fact that she was one of the innovators of these custom seats in runabout racing. They used to race those standard Sea-Doo seats, as you can imagine, or Yamaha, and they really were not proper equipment for these riders, so she started working on building a new seat, and she is one of the forerunners in that. She's a great mechanic, she's a welder, and right now she is your race leader.
She and Les Cook actually developed their very own closed course hull for the legendary James Bushell.
Isn't that awesome?
That's cool. That hull has made some really good passes over the years.
I love that you talk about that. She did the same thing in the stand-up racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're quite the mechanics, both of them, and quite the innovators. Les Cook, of course, the legend.
No, that's not mechanic. That's engineering level.
Okay, you're right. Next level. Let's talk about laps and lap times. New lap time 1:19.679. That's the fastest lap. This most recent lap, we're on lap 5, 1:23.384. Now, this is going to be a 40-minute moto. We are only 8.5 minutes in it. We've already had a change of leadership.
That's cool.
It is.
Because I'm not sure what happened there with Lino, if he had an issue, or maybe Kylie just shut the door on him?
I don't know. That looked like the boat stuttered.
Yeah, it was like, oh, what's going on? And
Yeah.
then went on his way again. He's on Kylie's tail, and seems like he's not backing down, so...
Oh, my. Speaking of backing down, Lino Araujo is now in more trouble with Jay Finlinson. Jay Finlinson is pushing on him. And you had a lap rider moving over for us. Great sportsmanship, as always, on the water. Jay Finlinson is pushing Lino Araujo.
Is it possible that we are seeing a technical problem for Lino here?
I am so glad that you brought that up. I feel like that is what's happening. I know that they had been tweaking the boat. As we had talked about the motos, they were making this boat faster each moto, depending on where they were with the where we were with the podium position. And I know as they were coming into the final two, his mechanic was underneath the hood this morning. So
Yeah, Kylie has just been flying away at the moment, and Lino is not. He's not catching. He's rather the opposite. He's losing ground to Kylie. But the first laps he was flying.
Yeah. All right, so Jay Finlinson in contention for the second place spot, and you can see a little pressure. That's the first time I've seen Lino Araujo look back on a turn so obviously as he did on that one. I think you're right. I think Lino has got something going on underneath the hood that's not ideal.
Yeah, you can see that Finlayson, he's actually changing up his lines to go for a pass there on Lino.
Ooh, boy. Working the outside, we've got Jay Finlayson putting pressure on your second place rider, Lino Araujo, and there is Jay Finlayson. Oh, my buckets. This is nuts. He makes the pass.
Oh.
Jay Finlayson got around him, so you've got a new second place. So with rundown now, Kylie Elmer's leading, Jay Finlayson second, Lino Araujo in third.
You see that Lino went for the speed, and Jay came on the inside there, actually. He went straight on the inside.
It was only 2 seconds on that other lap, 2.393 seconds. That was enough for him to get up into a position to pass. He made a beautiful move. Meanwhile, Egges Ratag, who is in fourth, has got to be watching all of that unfold, and you know as well as anybody, that's a good time to chase.
Oh, yeah.
Could see him moving up. He, too, got around Lino Araujo. So Egges Ratag now in third, Lino in fourth. Oh, Lino's not looking good here.
Yeah.
He was in 1 point coming into this, Dan, and now the 2 points leaders are battling out in third and fourth. Interesting change. Yeah, he is battling that engine. You can see.
We had a gnarly sounding engine coming by us right now, but that was not Lino's. So I don't think Lino maybe have a mechanical issue rather than he is actually probably having a... Maybe he's got something up in his jet pump.
Nope. There it is.
Oh, he's breaking down now?
Yeah, he is breaking down. I was with you on that. I was kind of agreeing with you, but he just raised his hand. That engine stuttered yet again. This is a heartbreak unfolding. Just like Georgi Kasha yesterday.
Yeah.
Georgi had a flawless run going for most of the race, and then that boat, as I mentioned, kaboomed.
Yeah, many times as a rider, you know that, okay, this is the engine. Let's not do this. Or you might say, or you can feel that, oh, this is not the engine. This is maybe perhaps the pump.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
It's easier to change a pump than an engine, you know.
Yeah, not during here, though. They can't come in. You're not allowed to come in and refuel, so you've got to run on one tank of gas, and you're not allowed to come in and work on a boat either. Either that's a point deduction.
Oh, no, mid-moto? No.
Yeah, can't do it. So let's see how this drama unfolds. Currently, Kylie Elmer's a 1:2.63.29. We are on lap number 8 with her, and Jay Finlayson with a 1:2.5.429, and Egges Ratag with a 1:2.5.835. I think that with a 1.9 seconds difference, 1.9 seconds between Egges Ratag and Jay Finlayson. Lino Araujo fourth. Scott Phillips back there in fifth. You don't really want Scott behind you either. He too is very, very quick on a boat. There's Scott. And I think Scott might have got around Lino as well. Going backwards is not the ideal situation. And a tough break for the gentleman that really shouldn't even be on the water this weekend. If you think about it, when Mira Portugal in the European round actually had a pretty wicked accident. One of the other riders accidentally went over the top of him, knocked him out. The doctor just cleared him a week and a half ago to come race, and he went right to racing. So he's still really dealing with some physical issues as well. So a true miracle for this rider that Lino Araujo is actually able to be out on the water.
Well, everybody pass out once in a while, don't they, Don?
Well, I'd rather not get hit in the head at that time.
No, that's absolutely not normal. I just have to state that. It's not normal to pass out and then go racing again, you know?
Yeah.
The doctor probably says, stay in bed.
Yeah, stay in bed, dude. Get a rest. But these guys are relentless. They're not going to do it. You're watching Jay Finlayson and Egges Ratag. That's your second and third place rider. Egges, a.k.a. Brilliant, has had a tremendous amount of work on that boat. But you know better than I do, he's only had a chance to be on this boat a week and a half. The Thai teams, Foto Stefan, Sikran, and a lot of the Thai teams have been working with him on this boat to make it faster, but he's only had a week and a half to practice.
Week and a half sounds good to me.
You're insane.
It looks good. Look at the,
well,
look
the results.
At the results.
The result speaks for yourself. I guess if you're 16, you're flexible. It's okay.
Yeah, you didn't need more.
All right, let's do the rundown again. Kylie Elmer's leading a 1:26.566. Jay Finlayson in second with a 1:26.401. Egges Ratag with a 1:26.336 in third. Scott Phillips in fourth with a 1:26.977. Lino Araujo, as I mentioned, had dropped back a 1:32.896. And Adrian Fernandez is up in 6th with a 1:27.523. I wish you could have seen that battle yesterday. Anthony Radatek with a 1:27.164 is in 7th. Kanina Ramadina is up in 8th. And Hilman Kurniawan is in 9th. Julia Kumara in 10th. Bailey Cunningham out of it a little bit in 11th. Unusual start.
Oh, he just got passed up by Rajab, I see as well, Bailey.
Yeah. All right, Kylie Elmers, your race leader out of New Zealand, one of the few women in the world that not only knows how to race as well as this young lady does, but she also is powerful under the hood as a mechanic and, as you had mentioned, a designer as well.
I mean, this she just does everything, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's stand-up rider. She's a mechanic. She's a developer. She's a runabout rider. What can't she do?
She's a stand-up racer. She's won world championship stand-up racing.
Oh yeah. What can she do?
She's sassy.
Sassy.
Am I wrong? I feel like I'm not wrong there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, she's pretty, or feisty, or should I say spicy. So many adjectives for this young lady. But what is undeniable is that she is an incredible racer. So Kylie Elmers coming to the top of the turn on the far left-hand side of the track. And we are 16 minutes into a 40-minute moto. This is the second to last moto that these guys will be doing.
Quick update on Lino there. He just passed us here, and his engine doesn't sound good at all. Yeah, he's come to a full stop out there.
Oh, no.
That means he's out.
Wow. Another tough break for one of the front contenders. It happened to Jorgi Hasha yesterday, and now Lino Araujo. And I would imagine that his mechanic is beside himself at the moment. And poor Lino, all that work to get here. And yeah, there's the cameras on him. Lino Araujo, gentleman that was only 1 point behind Eges Ratag. Oh. And now he's going again.
He's going again?
Well, he's got to get the points. He knows.
His mechanic is probably tearing his hair out. And he's probably preparing to shovel, you know. to shovel out the rest when he come in.
Yeah, or bury the engine. I wasn't sure where you were going with that, but I liked both ideas.
He's shoveling out the rest of the engine of the hull.
Oh, man. All right, you guys, your overshot view of this racetrack design, sort of like an inverted arrow. This is a massive track. In order to do endurance, the minimum distance that they will do on an endurance track is 3 kilometers all the way up to 20 kilometers. They will put endurance in offshore, so true massive waves, all the way into bays, freshwater racing. Sky's the limit.
Yeah. No, none of this bullshit waves. Like real waves.
21, that is Adrian Herreras Fernandez. Man, he's been on the charge. He's moved up into 5th place. Scott Phillips in 4th, Eges Ratag in 3rd, Jay Finlinson in 2nd, Kylie Elmers leading. Anthony Radatek also on the move. Anthony's moved up to 6th, Kanina Ramadina in 7th, Hilman Kurniawan in 8th, Pramudia Kamara in 9th, and Lino Araujo is moving back. Unfortunately, he's in 10th right now.
Yeah, perhaps we're already seeing the toll that this endurance races take on people. We had Kanina in a really good start in the beginning. I think she was up in 3rd in the beginning of the whole shot there, but she's been going a little bit down the list as time goes by. Anthony going up, Scott going up. Maybe we're seeing the endurance thing coming into play.
Yeah, I think you are on the mark with that
we got to stop for Lino again.
All right, Lino Araujo for sure.
What is he doing?
I don't know. It looked like he was trying to open up the hood and take a quick look in the engine. Maybe it's overheating. I am seeing a bit of smoke out the back, but nothing unusual.
No, shouldn't be.
All right, well.
Maybe he's checking if his Wunderbaum is intact. I don't know.
Something's happening for sure. Lino Araujo, only 1 point off the overall, is in trouble on the water. This is a deal breaker. If he's not able to stay in that top 10, he's not probably going to be able to make it.
The critical thing here, as soon as the marshals put a rope on him,
he's done.
He's done. Yeah, he's not allowed to go back out. So he just wants to stay out there as far and long as he wants.
Was that what the conversation was? Do not put a rope on me. I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
Okay. No Uber.
Yeah. Don't Uber me.
Don't Uber me in. I don't want to. All right, Lino back underway. Hopefully there'll be a good end to that story. Right. Meanwhile, you're looking at Jay Finlinson, the gentleman out of Indiana, His first time on the Aquabike Tour. He could not have been more excited to be here. Jay Finlinson and his dad traveling all the way over from Indiana. His nickname, Jay Money, and he is in the money right now at second. I ain't lying.
I mean, he's going for Kylie at the moment, actually, because he had a very big gap to Kyle in the beginning when he passed Ragtag.
Yeah.
But now it's down to 7-second gap.
Yep, 7 seconds. Ragtag is actually only 4 seconds off of Finlinson, so this is very wide open. Who's going to take the top three?
Yeah.
Kylie Elmer's locked in. She's got that signature little shoulder roll, little hunched over. She looks...
Every racer can relate. One thing is catching up. Another thing is passing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Always.
So let's see if Jay finally catches up with Kylie, if he can make for the pass or not. Let's wait for it.
Can Jay Money get in the money?
Jay Money.
It's a great one.
That sounds like a TV celebrity name.
He is celebrity status.
Maybe he's a former wrestler star?
We're just going to make up stuff. I can tell where this is going. Jay Finlinson, Indiana. Indiana boy right now doing good. And he's definitely in the money, this top three. It's giving him an opportunity to make a run at this podium. Let's take a look. He had 70 points coming into this. That second place finish is going to give him 22 more points. They get opportunity. It starts with 25, then 22, 20. Is that right? Then what? 18, I believe. Top four.
Yeah.
Okay. I figured you'd have that memorized
Anthony
and tattooed.
is shout out to Anthony, actually climbing the ladder a little bit here in this moto.
Yeah,
Not that good of a start, but he's been slowly progressing up.
Yeah, had a penalty yesterday, which cost him a lap, unfortunately. But he's only 0.5 seconds off of Adrian Fernandez, who's in fifth. So Anthony Radatek is charging.
Yeah, and he's still got a case on him from the start, perhaps. Is that cleared up yet, maybe? We don't know.
Yes. And Fernandez, I don't know, is definitely under a penalty. So he's probably, if that is in fact that he had premature acceleration, then yeah, it could be a lap for him. Or it's a 30-second, I think it's a 30-second time
And
penalty.
that would mean party time for Radatek.
It's always party time. By the way, race number 22, his race number is the name of a non-profit organization called Double Deuce on veteran suicide prevention. So as a veteran himself, he's a big advocate to support other veterans, and that is one way to honor them with that race number. So you're watching the Double Deuce make a move. That's Anthony back in 6th place. Ooh, and there is Scott Phillips, and he just got around. Scott Phillips is just a little bit ahead. Anthony Radatek just got around Adrian Fernandez. Yellow flag is out, and that, I believe, is Lino Anarujo back underneath the hood. And Lino has dropped back into 15th. So that engine might have just kapooted.
Yeah, I was about to say, Don, that last time he passed by, he sounded like a helicopter.
Ooh, that's not a good
No, that's not cool.
Not a good feeling.
I mean, helicopters are cool, but it shouldn't be like that on a jet ski.
Wow! Anthony Radatek moving around some lap traffic, taking the wide stance. Good move. Anthony up in that 5th place spot. His last lap time was a 1:32.287. Now with some clear water, expect to get a little faster lap time for him. We're on lap number 15 for Kylie Elmers with a 1:26.745. And Anthony Radatek just dropped quite a few seconds. He's a 1:28.126 on that last lap. So yeah, he definitely picked it up.
Yeah.
These guys have to manage these resources throughout. That includes fuel. You just can't hang on full throttle all the way through. You got to manage all of this. Especially got to try to manage this engine, keeping that together. We've already seen that drama. Kylie Elmers, one of the fastest racers, fastest women racers in the business, fastest racer, period. And right now she is leading. There is Jay Finlinson, your 2nd place rider with a 1:25.380. And I would imagine lots of fans at home cheering him on for his first stop here on the Aquabike Tour, his first race in 2017. He's got 2 world championships stateside already. The gentleman that prefers rap is rapping.
He's on the chase for Kylie now.
Yeah, I saw
They're so close now.
2.5 0.5 seconds separate Jay Finlayson and Kylie Elmers. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Jay is a very quick rider, and he's got Kylie Elmers in his sights. You can see Kylie's got the yellow helmet on, just took that left-hand turn. Jay Finlayson's going to drop to the inside of her and see if he can get a clean line.
It's all about clean lines.
Oh, and then he goes back to the outside. It is all about clean lines. That water right behind these boats, aerated water, it's got the oxygen mixed in it. It feels slick to you, right?
Yeah.
When you're trying to make the pass hard
Yeah,
to lock
you can
that.
feel the pump or the impeller is not catching on to the water correctly. It's like going over air.
Perfect description. All right, Jay and Kylie battling out in front of you. 8.40, less than a second. 0.840 is all that separates Jay Finlayson from Kylie Elmers. And he did drop right underneath her shoulder. Almost locked it in. She went over and cut him off. Smart defense. He's not going to be denied. He comes on that outside split as she sets up the turn. And she hit another gear there. She's still holding Jay Finlayson off. Look at her take a quick look at him.
Oh, she's looking over her shoulder.
She's watching him. Jay ducks it again underneath his shoulder, and he might have the pass. He locks it in. Kylie Elmers in second. Jay Finlayson makes the pass. She's not quite done with him as they come onto this other buoy.
Yeah, we saw her now ending up in these the waters from Finlayson, and she caught some poor waters there, but she's actually holding on to him.
All right, Jay Finlayson has moved into the lead. Kylie Elmers second. Wow.
What a great run it has been for Kylie, though.
It really has. 1:29.226 was her 17th lap time. Jay Finlayson with a 1:27.811. That tells its own story. For lap 17, he was a little faster than her and was able to overtake. So Jay Finlayson is your new leader out of Indiana. And look at Rottog. The gentleman is your points leader up in third. And man, that boat is like a wild rabbit out there. Kylie Elmers is now under threat from Egges Rottog. You're watching the pack come through. This is the right-hand side of the track.
We can see the marshals pointing out on some riders, meaning that they are a lapped rider. So they have to move away for the faster riders.
Egges Rottog, the student out of Jakarta, on boat number 69. Again, that boat built by some of his friends, the Thai teams. Been working with him, Photo Sifan Sikran. Got a chance to catch up with Siki yesterday, and he was the one telling me that he's not had very much time on this boat. One of the cool things about these guys is Egges Rottog and his family always prays before and after each race, and they pray as a team and a family. Just gratitude to be out on the water and be a part of racing. Scott Phillips up in fourth, Anthony Radatek in fifth, and that's who you saw right behind Egges Rottog. There's your race leader, Jay Finlayson, on the double nickel. Multiple national champion. He's a big racer back in the United States. That boat was built and tuned by Anthony Radatek. So as you can see, I know you know this. His teams always working together, supporting each other. That race number, the double nickel, he said he's had that ever since he was a little kid. He's just always competing, loves that number. It is paying off right now, and it looks like...
Yeah, Lino getting towed in now. It was done for him.
Boat number 55, Jay Finlayson, riding very smooth and relaxed out on this track. This is a massive track. It's taking a look at the time. We're still looking at over 10 minutes left of this 40-minute endurance race, and Jay did everything he needed to do now to get the points up and get close to this podium position, and possibly with Lino dropping out, it'll give him an opportunity maybe to move up even further. The big question, I think, of the day is Lino going to be able to get that boat put together and be out for Moto number 6 and still have an opportunity and maybe a chance at the podium? Will he have completed enough of Moto number 5 to have points enough to be in this top 3? We'll let you know.
What is it? It's 70% of endurance. They have to complete 70% of the race to be able to receive points if they are in a position of points.
All right, so...
If there are too many riders, they won't get points.
Oh, man. Well, that question still is in front of us. We'll let you know on moto number 6. 55 is the number of the day. Jay Finlinson out of Syracuse, Indiana. He said it's the home to 8 different boat manufacturers. Kind of an interesting side note. First win ever. He was actually a junior racer, and he was racing stand-ups in the 10 to 12 class. And that was back in 2018. Switched over to the runabouts, and I don't think he's ever looked back.
What happened to him?
Well, he grew up. I don't know what happened to him. Had to get a job.
Did he have a medical condition?
Jay Finlinson out of Indiana. His dad has got to be so excited. Both his dad and him came out here, and it's been really fun to watch their social media feed. Like 2 kids at a candy store. What a great ride for this gentleman out of the U.S. Jay Finlinson. He started the hunting early in the race and just has not stopped. But that pass with Kylie Elmers was a lot of fun to watch.
That was cool.
Let's talk about the gentleman called Brilliant, boat number 69. That is Egges Ratag. He's currently in 3rd. He's only 3 seconds off of Kylie Elmers.
She's not getting a break, is she?
She is not getting to relax. And if that's not enough, Scott Phillips and her had so many battles in moto number 2 and moto number 3. Scott's back and forth, and he's only 19 seconds off. So he's right there. And if any stutter happens, Scott's going to take advantage. Anthony Radatek in 5th. Adrian Fernandez in 6th, and a Hillman Kernie in 7th. And you were watching more of Jay Finlinson, a.k.a. Jay Money. I want to know how he got the nickname. Now I'm curious.
Money?
Jay Money.
Yeah, I was about to say that. How do you get up with Jay Money?
I don't know.
You should definitely go for JC or something.
I don't know. I kind of like Jay Money because it's diffs. All right, there's Kylie Elmers. We talked about it. There's Egges Ratag right behind her. Egges on the inside. Tries to set up and drop underneath her shoulder. Get a little advantage. Kylie having none of it. She just closed the door on that right-hand turn.
Maybe she learned from the pass from Jay. Keep tight and let them do all the work. Because it's much harder to pass people on the outside. You have to really hold on to the ski. You can't just go take the short route.
I don't think she just learned that. I think she's always been a little sneaky. Oh, she looked back again.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you at, buddy? I'm watching you.
No, because Jay got on the inside. She got the best of Kylie there. She was going for pace and trying to stay in a good pace.
Yeah.
But the shorter way got the win there. So we'll see. It looks like Kylie's going very tight compared to the previous rounds, which she had Jay behind her.
Let's see if we're able to get that perspective. Egges is going to work towards the outside. These guys are dropping onto the front stretch. That makes sense. That will work for him as he hits this front stretch. Egges Ratag, a.k.a. Brilliant, the student out of Jakarta.
Kylie and Ratag is meeting some lap traffic, actually.
His first race and first win ever in Balagay. And what a cool unfolding of a pretty brilliant story for Brilliant. He has an opportunity here to step up to the world stage and be the first Indonesian to win a world championship. I think that is probably one of the coolest things that you can do in a hometown.
Yeah.
And he is right there. He comes into this with, as I take a look at it, 91 points. Lino Araujo had 90 points. Jay Finlinson with 70. And Bailey Cunningham comes into this with 66. Bailey in a bit of trouble. Let's see if he's able to move up. I don't see him in the top 10. Oh, he's in 11th right now. But with the penalty of Adrian Fernandez, that may give Bailey Cunningham an opportunity to move up. I don't know. We'll see. You're watching Kylie, second place. Egges Ratag is hunting her.
Yeah, we can see Lino is already 11 laps down, so I think he might not be able to get some points out of this, actually.
Oh, wow.
That's a tough time.
Daniel, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker.
All right, Egges Ratag, the rider for Indonesia. All of the other riders and the teams have been lifting and supporting each other. You should have seen them yesterday after that fantastic race that Egges put on. They were all over there giving him a a lot of kudos and support, and I would imagine that they're all lined up along the shoreline here, shouting him on. Ege's Ratag and Kylie Elmers. Woo! Beep, beep. Actually, that was Kylie in lap traffic. Ege's just trying to get up into that spot.
Cameras are just trying to fool us, Dawn.
I know.
We slipped up, but Kylie's still in second, yeah.
Yeah, she's running second. Finlandson leading. Ege's Ratag third. Your points leader is Ege's Ratag on boat number 69.
Kylie actually got some space to Ratag.
Realistically, he could stay right here. He's still going to be in the lead in the points.
What are you saying? Is he trying to flex?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I would. I'd manage that engine. I'd keep that engine happy.
I don't need that position. I could just stay right here.
I mean, if you give me an opportunity, of course I'm gonna. But I'm just saying, I'm looking pretty good in third. All right, 35:46 on the clock. We got about just under 5 minutes left. Speaking of 5, seems to be the lucky number. The 5.5 of Jay Finlandson has been the story of the day. What a lovely pass he made, both on Lino Araujo and on Kylie Elmers.
I think they should change his name now. He's been doing some lap traffic. Maybe he should be Jay Lapper.
Jay Lapper. Sort of like Jay.
He's gonna lap
he likes rap. Maybe we do Jay Rapper.
Look over your shoulder. Jay's going to lap you.
We're way too soon for these puns. I love it. Jay Finlandson, out of the USA, has only got a few more minutes left to lock this moto down. He's just taking a look over, and you can tell he's in a very relaxed race stance here. A lot of these riders, when you look at the French endurance riders and even Lino, the Portuguese riders, often they will stand on some of these flat, straight opportunities in endurance. They like to stand on their boats. But yeah. Jay is sitting most of this, right?
Problem about this is that, yes, I agree with you. You see some of the Yamahas, they have much kinder hulls. And, these RXPs, and, well, they're not original hulls, many of them. But they are so aggressive. So if they are standing and that V-shaped hull in front is going to catch some water, they're going to go flying all the way back home to Europe. They're not going to be able to hold on to the ski. They're going to be goners. They're going to have to look for them.
All right, I love the feedback on the designs of the boat. This was such a great insight to hear your perspective on that. Jay Finlandson just getting to a wrap here, about 2.5 minutes left. Anthony Radatek have been helping him with the boat. They actually also helped him get over here with the transport and everything, all the connections with the Aquabike crews. This, as you know, is a village to get these guys out here, and Jay Finlandson has been very excited. I do believe they're going to do the tour. Hopefully they'll be able to do the whole tour.
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, he's already here.
I mean, why not?
I mean,
come on.
Why wouldn't you?
Yep. Next stop is going to be in Obia, and just a few months away, and then followed by Guitar. So we've got a big 3 series stop. Right now you're watching Endurance. Don't you go too far. We're going to have closed course racing coming at you this weekend right here in Aquabike in Balangay, Indonesia. Right now we are creeping towards the final minute of racing in Endurance in Lake Toba, and Jay Finlandson has got the reins in his hands. This is his fate.
Yeah, no, let's not jinx it for him. He's got some lap traffic in front of him, and we all know how much that can be of a risk to try and pass. Maybe you get a little bit. Shouldn't be too much stressed out. He's got a good lead on him, but in another situation, he might have somebody really close to him, and he would be really scared to make a mistake. And that would be the normal thing to do. Make a mistake when you're lapping somebody. That's a classic.
Now who's jinxing? All right, he's lapped up to 7, so he's doing amazing.
Yeah, he's got like 20 seconds to Kylie or something. Yeah, 21 seconds, almost 22.
Yeah.
So he should be good.
Yeah, he's definitely opened it up. 21 seconds, Kylie Elmers behind him, and Ratag, and Ege's Ratag is only 12 seconds behind Kylie. So they're pacing out a little bit. Scott Phillips in 4th, Anthony Radatek in 5th, and we are 30 seconds away from the completion of endurance racing, and Ege's Ratag is looking cool
put in the cruise control.
He has got it in cruise control, is exactly right.
He's got it in neutral almost. He's just like chilling.
Chilling like a villain. All right, Kylie Elmer's also looking steady. She knows what she needs to do as well. Points are going to be accrued for this, giving both Jay Finlinson and Kylie Elmer's a shot at this podium. Meanwhile, Ekes Ratag is sitting pretty at the top of the points. The saddest part of the story that unfolded in Moto number 5 is going to be the breakdown of Lino Araujo, who was second in points coming into this. So our heart goes out to him. Hopefully he'll be able to get that boat back, and we'll find out if he got some points. But I would have to agree with Daniel. He may not have had enough time on the water.
I don't think so. I don't think 17th is going to get him points, even if he would have enough time on the water.
We're doing a wrap here, 40-28. So as he comes across on this final one, they didn't quite have enough. He came in underneath the 40 minutes when he hit the checkered the checkered buoys on that last lap. So they are going to have to complete another lap, and you will be watching that live with us. And then we will give him the checkered flag on this final one. So we're at 40-48. So he gets a little extra shine.
Extra time.
Little extra shine.
Yeah.
Jay Finlinson with a 1:27.255 on this last lap. Kylie Elmers with the 1:28.231. Still steady, Eddie. Speaking of steady, Ekes Ratag, a.k.a. Brilliant, with a 1:29.041. They've been very consistent this last couple of laps. Scott Phillips with a 1:29.346 in fourth, and Anthony Radatek with a 1:30.948. That is your top 5. Adrian Fernandez is in 6th. Hillman Kurniawan in 7th. Kanina Ramadina in 8th. And Pramudia Kamara in 9th. Fikri Rajab in 10th. And congratulations to Jay Finlinson taking the win in Moto number 5. Brilliant run from Jay Finlinson.
Where is our Kiwi?
Looking for Kylie as she comes through. Kylie's going to nail second.
Great ride from Kylie.
Woo!
Speaking of aggressive riding styles.
Yeah.
She was way more aggressive than Ratag.
All right. Speaking of Ekes Ratag, we're looking for him to come through as well, taking third. And here comes Ekes Ratag. Then your 4th place will be Scott Phillips. We should see him shortly. Anthony Radatek coming in as well. Again, back to Jay Finlinson. Fantastic strategy from the beginning of Moto number 5. He played that so well and so smart. The passing was clean. Rode a great race. And I think Jay Finlinson deserves massive kudos.
They all deserve kudos, Don. They've been fighting for their lives the last 40 minutes.
Fighting for their lives. All right, the rest of the contenders, as they say, will sashay away to the pits. You're just getting a chance there to see Jay Finlinson. That's his dad, Brian, down there with some of the other team members and our Aquabike crews helping him get that boat reloaded. I don't know if you got a chance to see Jay Finlinson's earlier, but Jay Finlinson looked so amazing in this race. Great to see these
with Anthony
new
just
riders.
crossed the finish line, and you see Don, 5th place. That's not too bad. He didn't have the best start, but he's just stayed persistent the whole time and just keep eating up people. Some were breaking down, of course, but that's endurance for you.
Here is the final results as we take a look. Well, once they still have to deal with the penalties, but right now, Jay Finlinson taking the win in Moto number 5. Kylie Elmer 2nd. Ekes Ratag, your points leader, in 3rd. Scott Phillips in 4th. Anthony Radatek in 5th. Adrian Fernandez in 6th. Hillman Kurniawan in 7th. Kanina Ramadita in 8th. Pramudia Kamara in 9th. And Fikri Rajab rounds out your top 10. Bailey Cunningham just out of it in the 11th in the top 10. And looking just a little bit down there, as Daniel had mentioned earlier, Lino Araujo is going to end up with 17th. Probably not going to get points for that. Georgi Kasha did not make the start. Mario Lamy also with engine problems, not able to make the start. And Trinity Ratag. Notable missing from here as well, of course, Isahai Hajime, who blew a piston the first day, not able to get the boat back out here, and Rasmus Koch Hansen.
Yeah. Now, they're probably not... either they're saving an engine for the close course coming up later, or maybe they just didn't have the time. or the resources to fix it.
Yeah, didn't have a spare motor.
Yeah.
I think they were running around
Well,
trying
most
to find
of
one.
these guys actually do have, and some of them are sharing.
Ah, fair.
I know some of them got some, they got the same parts pool, so they're not shipping. Everyone is shipping their own shit, but no, yeah, maybe they're saving an engine.
That makes a really good point because we've got a lot of these riders are doing double duty. They're going to be going to closed course racing this weekend.
We got these boxes where we can ship all the tools and all the parts and stuff, and you can only fit so many engines.
This sounds like luggage challenges to me.
That's a burden. You can't just bring 6 engines and go full throttle. You have to bring one.
Like a carry-on.
Yeah.
Now, what's in your carry-on, ma'am? My engine.
It's only a head. A head? No, it's just
Only 90
an
pounds.
engine head. Oh, so you're not transporting body parts over the border? No.
I could really see you having a dandy time in customs.
Yeah, we did that when we went to Havasu once.
Did you?
Yeah, they we had a head in the what do you call it? The hand luggage, the carry on.
Oh, so this literally really happened.
Yeah, and they were like, "What is this?"
The woes of racing.
Yeah.
Unfolding here from Daniel Anderson. I can only imagine. We will have to tell the story, maybe not today, but through the weekend. We got to tell the story of the COVID situation and the many, many times you were back and forth across the border.
Oh, yeah.
Working on boats. All right, you guys, you've been watching the action here for the UIM ABP Endurance Grand Prix of Indonesia. Lake Toba, we're getting some cool shots here of the ambiance, the crowds, the backdrop of this incredible location, and, of course, headquarters, or HQ, if you will, for Aquabike. And we are going to be transitioning after this week into F1 H2O racing. So the F1 H2O teams are going to be busy at it. You've been watching H2O racing, Powerboats promotions, and they put on 2 incredible venues every year. This is the Aquabike portion, and we'll be doing closed course racing a little bit later. All right, you guys. Well, this is going to be a wrap for us for this morning's motos. You've been watching moto number 5. We'll be going to our final moto this afternoon. Actually, not even this afternoon. Starts at 11:25 UTC. We'll be back for that. I want to thank you so much for joining myself, Don Dawson, and Daniel Anderson. We'll see you in a bit.